what a tune.
I'm a star in the sky. I'm shining so bright. I'm an airborne bird. Watch me as I
Yeah, inside the studio we have Miss Barbara Naps.
go. I'm on a natural high.
Yeah, on a natural high. I'm on a natural high. Just listening to this, yo.
I've got wings.
Okay. I know I've got some
Flying.
chat rooms going on and everything. If I don't get wrong to what I'm talking to everybody, that means because I'm busy, I got all my hands working. You see me, I say, all right, well, I'll go try and make sure I'm monitoring in the other room. I'm going to ask the questions that you want asked. You see me, I say, blessed love.
A natural high.
So let me do it. I apologize before me do the wrong.
Oh, give thanks for life. Inner peace is mine. The moon is on my left. The sun is on my right. Watch me as I
What a tune. The show called Natural Heights. Miss, good evening.
Good evening. Good evening.
All right, just 1 second. All right. So how you doing? How you doing?
I'm well cool, man. I'm well cool. Yeah. It's good to be here, you know?
Yeah, it's good. It's good to see you.
Yeah, give thanks.
It's good to see you. It's good to see you for real. All right. Let's ask the major question.
All right.
All right. Why singing?
Why? I don't know. I just got drawn to it, you know, in my early teens.
You're
Because I was well into sport, and then all of a sudden I ended up in music. Yeah, I started off doing backing vocals for Vivian Jones. You know Vivian Jones?
Oh, of course, Vivian.
Yeah, my
Vivian.
brethren from a long time, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's one of the early influences in my career.
So
Definitely.
it's Vivian's fault that you're dip on the road now, is it?
It's not even a fault, you know. I have to give thanks, you know, because as a brethren, you know, he was there. He helped me to come true, you know. So
Yeah.
I can't really
No,
fight that.
No, you can't fight that for
Nah,
real.
yeah.
So you started. So you just got drawn into it, really.
I got drawn into it. Yes, it's
And
like a
it was-
vibes thing.
It wasn't
It
something.
wasn't a plan.
It was not on your plan.
No,
You just,
no.
and Vivian said, "Yo,
Yeah, he said, come. Because the funny thing is, I was at his rehearsal. I was just checking out the vibe. I wasn't doing anything. And then I think I must have started oohing and ahhing along with the music. And next thing I know, he's calling me up on stage to do like a festival thing with him. And then it just went on from there.
it's just
Seriously, it was just a vibe.
It's just a vibe.
Yeah.
And if you hear your voice,
Mm.
see, Vivian knows a good voice, isn't it?
Yeah,
Vivian,
yeah.
Vivian knows a
Because
good
you
voice,
see,
isn't
he
it?
comes from that school, innit, where, you know, when the harmonies is right, you know,
Yeah,
he
he's
knows.
from that
He
school,
knows,
so
yeah.
big up Vivian every time, you see me?
Yeah, I'm a brethren.
So you started singing from in your teens.
Yeah, professionally.
So hold on. So, but why roots music or reggae music?
Boy, I got drawn to like the whole roots, vibes, and cultural reasonings and stuff like that from I was about 13 or so. So I
Yeah,
started to get interested in my own history because history was a thing that I always loved.
yeah, for real.
At school, you know, even though it wasn't history about me as such,
Just knowing
it was
about
just
things
knowing
that
about
happened
things that
before.
happened in the past, you know. And I
Yeah.
thought, you know, I'd like to know more about what happens with, you know, what happened with black people and where we coming from and how we reach here and what is our roots, you know, where we're coming from. That
Oh,
was
wow.
interesting to me. So,
Yeah, so
that's why roots is like an interesting thing. Plus, you know, it's reality, innit?
yeah, it is.
It's what's going on right now. It's our story, innit?
Well, the funny
So-
thing, because somebody else was saying the other day that you play a tune, someone played a tune, and the tune must be from the 1960s, but it's talking about something.
Like something like
Something
now.
no, you know what I said? So,
Yeah.
yeah, for real.
Yeah.
When y'all play roots music, you know, say yes.
Yes,
It's one of
there's
them
a
things
lot
there.
to talk about, you know. It's not just about I love him, him love me, and them thing there. You know?
Although we deal with love.
We deal with that because trust me, I've got a few love songs well. But at the same time, there's so much, you know, so many other things going on that you know they need to be spoken about.
Yeah, for real.
So yeah,
It's
yeah,
for
roots
real.
is the
So
thing.
that's why roots music. That's why the singing.
Yeah.
And so from since then you've been going from strength to strength.
Yeah.
Okay, your new album.
Mm.
Say,
This album, Empress Lioness.
yes, a
Yeah.
tough album. You know?
You know what? I've been wanting to do an album like this for a longer time.
Mhm.
Because I'm really quite a militant-minded person. I think it comes across on the album still. And plus, that's why we call it Empress Lioness, because it's kind of like the alter ego. Because you see
Yeah.
me on the surface, I look kind of like, you know, kind of lightweight and thing.
And then after,
Then you start hearing the lyrics and you think, well, the Empress Lioness are roar too.
yes, very. I just love the way you put together everything.
Give thanks, man.
Because
It was a
like
vibes.
I said, you got tunes like that, natural. You got things about the youth. You got things
Yeah,
to strengthen them.
Yeah.
Message music, though.
yeah, absolutely. And we wanted to touch all the different subject matters. You know, it's different subjects. You know, about the woman, about the man, about the youth. You know, about the system. You know, all the things. You know.
So did you write all the
Yeah, I wrote all the songs.
you
Yeah,
wrote the album?
yeah,
So the writing come naturally to you.
yeah. It does. You know, I've got to say, it's kind of easy, which I give thanks for.
Yeah.
I really do.
Because all the artists that we have come in here, we always ask them, what is their writing process? Some people say, well, they get up in the middle of the night and
Sometimes
something-
it grabs you like that.
something there. and
Something
then-
comes to you and it's like, you got to put it down quick, can't forget it. You know, sometimes I just grab my phone and like,
So you're thankful for those little gadgets. Then, because what did you do before
yeah,
that,
technology
you know what I mean?
can't fight it.
And then next, and then some people say that they have to hear a tune first.
Well, the thing about it is, you know, for me, the vibes come all kind of different ways. It don't come one way all the time. So sometimes the lyrics comes to me, sometimes the melody come to me, sometimes I'll be strumming on the guitar or I might get an idea for a rhythm track. So I'm blessed. I've got all these different ways of kind of like expressing myself. So it works.
And it just come forward to you. And
Yeah,
you
I
say,
give
that,
thanks,
that is,
man.
that's the one I'm gonna
Yeah,
write.
I can like express myself in all these different ways.
And you play the guitar.
Mm.
So you play the guitar. 'Cause I've not seen you. I've never seen you do you know.
Yeah, because I used to be in this female band called Akabu, innit?
Oh right, yes,
Yeah.
yes. No. You mentioned that.
All
yes.
ladies in
Yes,
this band.
Pick up all the Akabu.
Yeah,
They're still-
yeah.
People are still active
They're
doing
still
their thing.
what they're not giving up. It's in the blood.
Yeah, they're still active doing their thing. So
Yeah.
so where we are saying.
Yeah, that don't stop. That don't stop.
Yeah, so you was one of the part of Akabu.
Yeah, I was,
Let me
yeah.
talk a little bit about that because they was one of the first kind of.
Only female, all female.
Yeah,
there was
all
no man,
female.
and
So I remember
it
saying-
wasn't a feminist thing. I'm gonna just get this thing straight.
But
It wasn't
tell
a
them,
feminist
let them
thing.
know, let them know you're
Let me just
represent.
get that. You know, it wasn't a feminist thing. It's like, but we needed to express ourselves, and we needed to kind of like put music across from a female point of view, without it being like a ism thing. It was just like we can do, we are gonna do.
All right, so
You understand?
because how did that because you know even in the business now even there was a lot more Empress forwarded in the business
True.
and doing a lot more of the business side of things. 'Cause
Yeah.
you know say that's where a lot of our music
Yeah.
fall down.
Yeah.
And but now we have a lot of people now doing more of the management and them
Yeah.
things there.
Yeah.
But it is still a male dominated.
It still
area.
is. It still is.
But
It still
in
is.
the years of Akabu,
It was a young thing for women to be picking up instruments and expressing themselves, like, you know, as a band without, you know, the man them a back way. It was like a new thing. That was a new thing. It hadn't been seen before. It hadn't been seen before. Yeah, it was. It was. It was. It was. Yeah, yeah. And we broke down a lot of barriers and kind of like showed music from a different angle. And it turned heads and it got a lot of support.
No, 'cause I know
We-
people see Caroline,
Yeah, Diane,
or
yeah,
Barbara
or
Snow,
Valeria, yeah.
any of them,
Yeah.
doing them thing. Nobody even bats an eyelid. They'll be in a band and they
They-
could even be
they
leading the
just-
band and nobody
yeah,
doesn't even bat an eyelid.
They don't bat
But
an eyelid
then-
now. Yeah. Then it was like an eye opener. We went sunsplash, you know, in Jamaica.
Yeah.
We did sunsplash in Jamaica, and it was cool, you know. Because when we climb onto the stage, and we all had our instruments, and we all set up, you know, and it's like the crowd everyone's looking and going, what is?
What
What,
they-
what,
what am I gonna do?
There's a girl behind the drums. What? There's a girl behind the drums, and there's a girl with a bass guitar. And it's just like everywhere they look, it's just pure women. There
And
was no
then,
man.
when you play,
And when we lick up the first tune, oh
Can
my
you know-
gosh,
you know what
this
I'm
mash up. that was an experience.
you know, because I'm saying even now,
Yeah,
it is rare.
yeah. Yeah.
So,
it
so
is.
if there's any females, a young female lining
Yeah,
up there,
man,
it's
do the
fierce.
thing, man, do the thing.
So you have to innovate yourself and
Yes,
creative
just do
yourself,
the
you
thing,
see
just
me?
do the thing, yeah.
So because from Akabu there was a sister band.
Yeah.
Same thing I found.
Yeah, because the sister band now was like it was a conglomeration, like a joining together of girls from the Akabu and from the other band called what was it called again? Akabu. There's another female band from South London anyway. They
I'm
had a
trying to
couple of men
remember
in
the
there.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember the name.
It slips me at this
Now you
moment.
said it,
Yeah,
now,
yeah. Begin with A as well. Abakush.
Abakush,
that's the one, yeah,
Yes,
yeah,
yes.
big
That's
up.
how we got management here, you know. We got just us, management,
Yes,
remember them thing
Abakush,
there.
yes.
Yeah.
So they came together. Members
Yeah.
from the both groups was put together. Do you know Nikki? Nikki Culture.
Yeah, yes,
She
of
managed
course.
like Shaka business and
Yeah,
stuff
yes,
like
yes,
that.
yeah, I know.
Yeah, she put that band together. She just
Mhm.
said, "Come on, let's get this thing. Can we join everybody together and get a unit going that way?"
Yeah,
And that
yeah,
that was working for a while as well.
a
Mm.
unifying thing. Well, I know enough of
Mm.
people to do a lot of work with Sister
Yeah,
Band
yeah,
still.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
So that I have to talk about that because that is such an innovative thing.
Yeah, it's all part of the history now.
Boy, well, it's set a standard though.
Mm.
You know what I say?
Yeah, man.
Because you know, as I say, up to now, I don't think it's been better than. I don't know, because remember reggae music worldwide, so I might be talking now, and somebody might say, no,
Well,
no,
I
you never
know.
know these people.
The funny thing is, there was a female band as well that Marcia Griffiths was working with.
Oh,
In
really?
them times as well, yeah. Some girls, a Jamaican band. I think some of them was in the States as well.
Oh, what?
So it kind of like set off a whole thing rolling, which is really good. I'm proud of it actually. You know?
Well, and I feel say yes. I think yes, pick up yourself
Yeah,
for
it
that,
was good.
and
It's good.
people just go and check out all this ice story. Because this is why we
Yeah.
have people in, so you
Yeah,
know.
not a lot of people know about all of this stuff that's been going on as well. You know, you have to kind of, it's like we were talking the other day, we were talking and saying there needs to be a book where all the history of it all has been
Yeah, I think
set out.
people that's why we like to do these type of show because sometimes we have to document the ice story.
Yeah, it's good.
You
It's
know,
good to do
sometimes
that.
we have other people documenting with the story, and then certain times they miss out certain
Yeah,
things.
some important things get missed out
uh,
or
uh,
slightly
turn it-
twisted a little bit.
You see
Yeah,
that,
it's not
it is-
quite straight.
So it's so fantastic to hear you talk about them days. And, God, them time that we had little festivals going on over here.
Yeah, we
because the
did.
first time I saw the item was on
Yeah, with used
was
to
it on
be.
the Sun Special Fair or something like that.
There was carnival every year. There'd be like 3
Yeah.
stages.
And
You could just go from stage to stage to stage and see all bands like
that's why you
mash
just
up
tear
the
down
place.
yeah,
and
'cause it was there
Yeah,
and
I
to tear
know.
down the place.
Yeah.
So yeah, but I remember seeing you somewhere like that with all
We used to
crowd
do
of
shows
people.
all over.
So, that is, like I say, I don't think it's been better as yet.
Not that I'm aware of, no. But
You know?
you set the thing rolling and then you see where it goes after that. And the music business it keeps going through these cycles, Stutters every so often looks like it's gonna fall down, but we don't let it. We keep on, persevering with it and make sure that it keeps manifesting itself and go through the cycles because music has to go through cycles.
Yeah, everything have to grow, though.
Yes.
Everything
yes,
definitely
yeah.
has to grow. All right, I want some people to hear some more of this new album. So the new album is on the road. It's going well.
Yeah, it's getting a good response. I'm very glad.
I'm not surprised it's getting a good response. You know what I say? I'm not surprised. I'm telling people, go out there and check out the album. For
Yeah,
real.
man, check it out,
The
man.
Empress Lioness, So I'm gonna play a couple tunes. I want the people them know before we finish
Alright,
out.
yeah,
We'll
man.
go on with this album, You see me? I said, I want to really take it in. We've been playing it here, and it does get a good response. For real.
Excellent. I'm really pleased. Thank you
some
very
people
much.
say, "Oh, who's that?" And I want to say Barbara Nuts. It's Barbara Nuts. So yeah, man, Barbara Nuts.
It's been a long time between this album and the one before it.
Yeah, but
I'm not even gonna tell you how much years it is.
nothing before the time though.
That's what them said. So I have to go with that. Nothing
Yeah.
before it's time because it's a cycle, and as I said, this felt like it was the right time to do this project. So
Yeah.
give thanks for that.
Yeah, all right, here people, here where we are going. We're gonna play you "Children of the Most High."
Okay.
Can we blessed, remember.
I love Read Music FM. From London to Ethiopia, the most talked about internet radio station in the universe. J'aime Read Music FM. Me gusta mucho Read Music FM. የሚወደድ የአንበሶች ሙዚቃ ኤፍኤም በኢንተርኔት ላይ በሰፊው የሚወራለት እና በዓለም ደረጃ ተነጋሪነት ያለው የሬዲዮ ጣቢያ ሁሌም የምናልወደው ሪል ሚውዚክ ኤፍኤም
Children of the conquering lion of the tribe of Judah. Da, da.
What a tune, what a tune, what a tune. Children of the man, what a tune, what a tune. So this tune, how did the inspiration forward?
Well, you recognise that rhythm track though?
Yeah, of course.
Your famine, yeah?
Yeah.
Well, we always like that one. So my co-producer, Ronnie Biggs, he said to me, come on, let's drop this rhythm track. So we built it, and it was going nice. And then one day I just sat down and just started writing the line, Children of the Most High came, and then the rest of it just followed. It's like 10, 15 minutes the thing was written.
And it was just
Yeah.
So some tunes just come real quick like that.
Some of them do, yeah. Some of them do. From you get the hook line, it's just like the rest of the story just falls right behind it.
Uh-huh.
So it's not a struggle. This was one of those kind of tunes.
So you built the track.
Yeah.
What's that track? Yeah, so when
Yeah.
you built this track. So when you built the album, did you have certain tunes, certain kind of tracks that you really wanted in mind, or you just have the tracks them first?
No, because it was gonna be a militant kind of like roots album. Definitely, that was the vibe before we started. Before a note get dropped or a beat get dropped,
You say
it was
it-
like
on
this
this
is
your
gonna
project?
be a roots album. Argument done. Yeah. No, I'm not here. No, I don't hear no argument. The closest we're getting to a love tune is Sweet Ghetto Brother.
Yeah,
That's
you
as
see,
close as we're getting. We're not getting that
but
close.
that tune is nice, you see. Oh yeah,
But
that
it's-
tune is
yeah,
weird.
but- and the thing about that one now is that I had the lyrics from a long time, and I had put it on a different rhythm track. Somebody had produced a rhythm track, and I'd put it on that track, and I thought, no, we're gonna make this one different. We're gonna make this bass line roll.
Oh what?
Yeah,
Oh,
'cause
right.
that's what the brethren them, that's what we're gonna use to express like the brethren them. We're gonna have a rolling bass line.
Yeah,
So, yeah.
Can be like how you thought about the project. Cause you know, certain time you have music and you put together some music and you do a thing. But
That's what I like about an album.
Mm-hmm.
You know, when you put an album on and it flows from start to finish, like it's like a story within a story. That's what I like. When you put it in and it's like it's a whole kind of like expression in itself. All the tunes come together to make one expression.
yeah.
That's what I like.
Because I was saying that the other day to somebody that when you hear artists and then they do all these singles, but when you do an album, it's like a book. So if you ever just listen to the single, then you only get page.
Yeah.
But when you listen to the album, you get the whole
Some
story. of
chapters.
some
Yeah, chapter
chapters.
back to back to back thing.
And you know the
They
whole
all
story.
locking together to make the story. Yeah.
But this album really does come together.
That was the-
Because
that
it
was
gives
the-
you a whole heap of different things. I'll play some more of the tunes before we done out here. Because why the people really are very much impressed with the album. Me not just
Yeah,
test
I'm
it.
glad, man.
Yeah, I'm really not just, people love this album. Yeah, but I'll pick up Emily from Over Greece. Cause
Yes,
she
I
loves.
see Emily kind
What?
of like linking me on
Yeah.
Twitter and Facebook. That's cool, man. Yeah,
one
enough
of-
respect to
one of
Emily.
the people from Over Greece, and she just loves your album. She loves the album. for real.
Respect, man. I see her. She's been retweeting and retweeting.
Yes,
She's
man, yeah.
faithful, man.
Yeah, man. She's a fan of yours. now.
Respect.
You
Yeah,
know what I mean?
yeah.
So, yeah, so like
Emily,
we said,
yeah.
we give thanks because you know what, all these things. There was a time, like we're saying, there was a time before we couldn't link everybody around the world.
Yeah. That's why I'm not fighting technology because everything has its use, right?
Yeah.
Everything has its use. It's got negative and positive. We have to take that negative. We have to use it.
Yeah. And don't make
Yeah.
it take away your knowledge.
Don't
You
make
have
it
to-
take away your
you have
knowledge.
to add to your knowledge. So we want
No.
add your knowledge. We don't want to take away your
Yeah,
knowledge.
add
you see.
to. We're not into the subtract thing.
You know what I mean?
for real.
Because, all right, for instance, before, if you was in England and you wanted to do something in Jamaica,
Yeah.
right, which you have done,
You better fly out, innit?
because it's a lot.
You better find that ticket and return fare. Yeah.
Cause you just can't listen to no talk, no true. You know what I mean? You just really can't listen to no talk. But now, with the technology, it makes things a little bit easier.
Yeah.
Cause you can directly. Cause before them used to send the blue letter, or you have to go in the telephone box and put in the whole heap of-
The blue letter. Oh my days.
You remember that? The blue letter
Yes,
with
the blue
with
letter,
with
the
writing.
airmail. The airmail. When you see that coming, you know that's coming from foreign.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, say somebody wants some money. No, them don't even have to do that.
Oh my
Nowadays,
days, yes, the
nowadays
blue
they just pick up
letter.
them phone.
You see, you take me back now into History. Memories, that memory lane.
Because I was remember when we was young, and I was gonna say this. I know you were still young, but you know, like
Yeah, man, we're still young. Evergreen.
I said, but,
Yeah.
if you wanted to do reggae music in particular, because we used to love to hear the music, all the pre-release them
Yeah,
from
yeah.
Jamaica.
White labels and thing.
Yeah, and you know, we got to dance now, and it's them tune there, you know, we are pre, so we was really finding a lot of the Jamaican people. But out of that, we got a roots song. I know there was Lovers Rock and things, but there was a UK roots thing going on,
There
which
was a
still,
UK
still
roots
going
thing.
on really, because a lot of the artists,
There was a serious UK roots thing going on.
and it had a different song from the
Yeah.
yard roots. You know what
And
I
it was
said?
respected for that as well, that it had its own feel to it. Like, you know, not a man trying to run and sound like no one. Just expressing yourself and making music and put it's a vibration. You see, from it's got a vibration and you're feeling that vibration, then it's constructive. You know, you don't have to sound like, you know, sound like Burning Spear or sound like Culture or whatever.
But that's where it all started. People would listen to those artists, Deep Wrong and them man there, and you know they would start off, you know.
Yeah,
copying
but the
those
thing is,
people.
you get the inspiration from them artists. That's how it come, because you know you listen to the artists that inspire you, and they make you want to go and do a thing. But you need to still express yourself as you, innit? It's like an extension of your own personality, because that's what makes those artists them strong, because they're expressing themselves
So
in
creative,
their
yeah.
own way. Yeah, it makes them individual, like Gregory Isaacs or Dennis Brown or, you know, Junior Delgado. You know, they're all individual. You love them for their own their own personal approach to the music,
Yeah,
which
well.
is that's what I'm talking about, your personal approach, because it's like Stevie Wonder said, you know, you can write about love a zillion times, you know. It's just that you express it differently each time. The way that it's expressed differently.
Yeah. Lionel Richie says
It's the
that-
same subject.
Lionel Richie says he wrote very simple that anybody can get it, but it's just
Yeah. You
how
ask
is it- how
any
he-
of them
how he
artists,
express
them.
it, and
Yeah.
them are top writers, so them know where them are top.
Absolutely, Smokey Robinson, another one. They will tell you this is the same subject. She's just finding a different way to express it.
So when you was younger, were you influenced by Motown and all these kind of?
I used to listen to all kinds of music. I'm not even gonna lie, because you know I come from a Jamaican family, so reggae was like the mainstay. But you know, there's all this different music, blues and rock and pop and all. I listen to everything, everything.
But even in Jamaica, even from around the Caribbean, because I don't want to just say, but I'm saying around the Caribbean, whole radio work, especially when it was younger, it was you were hearing everything.
You're hearing everything.
Reggae was very influenced by
A
a
good
lot
tune,
of
yeah, a good tune is a good tune.
a good tune or a good writing. So if you put it in if you have a pop tune now and a calypsonian hear it, he will find a way to make
Yeah.
that into a calypso.
Yeah, you find something, yeah.
You know what I mean? He
There's a
finds
lick- there's a lick in there that-
Yeah, you
yeah.
find another element and use the same thing. But
Yeah.
reggae music is full of that, as everybody know. They hear something else and create something else with it. You know what I mean? So the influence. So when you was young, you was influenced by a lot of.
A lot of music, a lot of music.
What kind of artists inspired to sing in the way? Because you have got a soulful voice, very powerful soulful voice as well. It sounds like you could sing anything.
Earth, Wind and Fire.
Earth, Wind
I
and Fire.
love. So you see all that high stuff that I do. That I think that's probably one of the influences, because they have some really nice high harmonies going on in their music, and brass. A lot of brass in their music as well. It's brass oriented, wasn't it? So that was a big influence, because I like jazz funk and stuff like that. And of course I like the Abyssinians, because harmony is a thing that really appeals to me.
Okay.
So that was the thing that kind of like used to take me away. You know, Third World and the Abyssinians and, you know, those vocal groups.
those good
Yeah,
vocal
the
groups.
heptones and,
Yeah,
you know, yeah.
Those kind of.
Yeah, and I love a tune that's got like that extra meaning, not just a gimmicky tune, but that meaning, that thing that makes your spirit kind of rise, you know?
Okay.
You know, the thing that can influence you when you're in a mood and you feel like you need something to uplift you, or you want something that's going to educate you. Certain songs have that. Every time you listen it over, you think, you know, there is a land far, far away, and that just takes you, man. You know, it's like you can see the sea and the horizon and, you know, the
yeah.
sunset and all of that and the fruit on the trees and, you know, you can see it.
Yeah.
Not even there, but you can see it, you know?
You're giving some of them people a lesson in how to write now.
Yeah, but
Because
you know.
because a good song is a good song. It's all about the writing, is it not?
Yeah. 96 degrees in the shade. I feel hot. Real hot in the shade. Oh, yeah, them jam tunes, yeah. Used to take me away, man.
So it's really the band influences, the kind of. Because Earth, Wind and
All
Fire,
sorts.
that's a real.
All
No, but it's
sorts.
just you draw them
Earth,
kind
Wind
of
and
ones
Fire,
that
but
really.
see, then there's a third world. But there was also, you know, man like Stevie Wonder, because he could just have some chords going on, some different chord movements, and then some deep lyrics.
Yeah.
Deep. Whatever he's writing about, you know, it's not surface level. Never surface level.
Yeah, you have to listen to him a few
You've
times.
got to listen to him.
Yeah, before they get the
Oh,
rooting.
wow. And then the things that he do with his voice. And then you got people like Aretha Franklin. Telling you, man, there's just too many. There's too many to talk about, you know?
No,
The
but
i3s.
people will hear this album when I hear the album and I'm hearing your voice, and for a long time we've always been a standard at your voice. You don't mind me saying, right?
Okay,
Because you always had a beautiful voice,
Wow, give thanks.
and I've always heard that soul-y kind of,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
earthy kind of
There's always
vibe
that
in
kind
there.
of thing to kind of like put the soul into it. Because you have to put some spirit into what you're doing. You know, it's like that gospel-y thing where, you know, it's coming from that place in you.
Yeah.
That deep place. It's not a surface level place. It's a deep place. That's where you draw it all from. That's when people feel it, I think. For me, it is. If I feel like an artist is expressing themselves from that deep place, you know, like when James Brown is doing his thing. You see how we do his thing? His thing is like sweat
Off
and
the hook.
yeah, it's like it's a whole energy going on there, you know, and that's not surface level.
No, it's something deep within him, isn't it?
That's
It's,
deep,
something,
that's
it's
deep.
a burning desire on
Yeah,
some
man,
folks
you
within
don't
you.
see how they have to come and wrap him up and take him off the stage and then weak, you know?
And then get some more energy. and
Yeah, then he
fly
come back
out.
and then he's gone again and then they'll take him off again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's part of the showmanship as well. I think
Yeah.
that's why
It's part of the showmanship.
I don't know if everything being choreographed nowadays takes away from that.
It's good to a degree. It's good. I like some of the choreographed stuff because it kind of like make it even more visual. But you still need that individual spark. You know, if it's a singer, they need to have that thing going on. That makes people want to listen to them and watch them. You know, because working with all the different artists as well, which I've been blessed to do, you see all the different approaches to it.
Yeah.
And you see the things that keeps the crowd engaged throughout the performance.
Yes. Certain people are
Because
very
it's easy
good
to
at that.
lose the crowd, you know. You
Yeah.
could be there concentrating on getting each note right and make sure the band is going where the band's supposed to go. But that is not what's important to the crowd. The crowd is just into the vibration, the flow of what's going on. So
But good artists are able to keep the crowd with them,
Yeah.
to take them on the
they
journey.
react to everything that's going on, and they just keep the whole thing sort of like, you know, molded together.
Yeah.
So even if the band might take a wrong turn, the artist finds a way to gel it all together and keep the crowd engaged.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Yeah.
So as you talk that, you love to work with band. Because we were talking about from earlier on. Because
Yeah.
you know, in the age of tech way and day, as we say, a lot of times people don't have the time for the band or be able to bring in the band. But you love to work with the band.
Well, I've been lucky enough to do it from both sides.
Yeah.
So I came up through the whole band thing, but then I saw the growth of the technology as well at the same time, and I got into the technology. And this album, which a lot of people don't realize, was all technology based. And I sat behind the computer and I did all of that with the keyboard and get my guitar out and strum 2 chord and
Yeah.
do everything.
And put it together. But it's very musical. I
yeah.
mean,
But you have to have the musical
because
thing.
there's two things in it. There's a set of people that's doing music that are more coming from a programming
Yeah.
background.
Yeah.
If I like to say that them have a programming thing going.
Yeah.
And nothing wrong with that. That's their thing.
Yeah.
And
It's
they-
the
and
21st century.
they're
look.
very good at what they do.
Yeah.
But there's a set of people who are actually musicians and
Yeah.
then learn technology
Yeah.
after.
Yeah.
And I think you can tell the
I
difference.
come from that school where everything was live first. All the man used to sit in the room and everybody be playing at once. You know, like when you go to the studio and everything's being recorded at once.
Yeah.
So the drummer's there in his drum booth, and the bass man's got his bass plugged in, and the piano man's there, and the guitarist and everybody, and the harmonies being in a little section around there, and the vocalist over the mic, all of that.
Yeah.
And then you get to that different stage where things can get done in layers. You know, drum and bass might drop first with the piano, and then double on some guitars and backing vocals, and the vocalist can come and sing it, and then sing it again, and get that expression exactly the way they want it. Whereas before, everything used to go one time, you know, like Studio One Days, everything one time.
When you look at the all, and you know that was the beauty of the thing. Like, that's what made very class musicians, though. So
Yeah,
when
in those days.
Yeah, when you talk about Jackie Little and these kind of people, they're talking about somebody. Every time they came to do something, and people don't know that studio time was expensive.
Studio time was expensive. You could not mess about. You couldn't be falling over every minute. So them musicians that used to do the rhythms for like Studio One and Channel One and all of that, they were top notch. Them man, if they make a mistake, it sound like a style. You understand? Because they don't fall off. They kind of like just take it somewhere else. You understand what I'm saying? Because they know what they're doing to that degree that everything is just. You don't have to do 2 takes. 1 take and everybody's just gelling together from they know what they're aiming for. That just comes.
So you came up through that school. Because that's a tough school, you know. That's a tough school. You have to be able to do your thing.
Yeah.
When is your time for red light?
When you see how
Because producers now play about it, everything is money right now.
Yeah.
So you up now. You better become on point. So if you wasn't, did that give you? Because you have to have a kind of confidence. You
have to have a confidence. You have to have that belief. You have to know that you're ready, that you can, that you can do that thing.
As all artists, big artists and big musicians, where you've been looking at for X amount of time in the room.
Yeah.
And they might do the thing. They say, right, your time, Barbara, you're up next, red light. And you just need to have that belief. You have to know that you're on that level then. You understand? Yeah.
Which I think working with those artists, and then you know where they're coming from, and you see where it's taking them. And then you find yourself in the same room with these people, working with these people, and they're giving you the little props, and they're saying, yeah, man, so nice.
Oh, wow.
Kind of builds up it builds up that belief in yourself that you have something. Mm-hmm. So then you can go and when those artists have gone, man, like Delroy Wilson and Dennis Brown and Gregory gone now, and John Holt's gone now, and all of them, and you know that they was there kind of encouraging you.
You're talking about Bunny Rocks and all them.
There you go, you see. When you see that them have done their thing, you've been amongst them, they now pass on to the next level, wherever that level is. And we're still here. We have to kind of continue to fly the flag. We can't just drop the baton. You understand what I'm saying? We've got to continue with it, because it's like they're passing it on. They're passing on their little influences and their vibrations to those people who've been amongst them. So we therefore need to then show that we actually have benefited from them experiences. And go through.
Yeah, I love that thought. I love that word.
Because I said to myself, I could have ended up anywhere, but I ended up in the room with artists that I grew up listening to and was inspired by. That must mean something. Mm-hmm. That must mean something for me to meet all of these people and work with all of these people. Must mean something. Therefore, I have to do something with what I've been given. I can't just say, oh yeah, I could have done that. Could have. Done.
Yeah. So you action those things.
I feel like I've still got to keep persevering.
And as that come, where's that strength come forward from? Is it from family? Is the influence from your mother, your father? Where is that influence from?
I think it's from my mum.
Your mother.
She was a very strong woman.
Uh-huh.
Against all the odds. And she died young as well. She was only 62 when she passed away, and I think that's young.
Yeah, he's young for.
She didn't get to see all her grandchildren and all of that, but at the same time, she gave me and my sisters a strength and a self-belief.
Yeah.
I would just have to say we was blessed, our mother, like the mother that we had.
And she gave you that real strong influence to believe.
Yeah, she made me believe in myself and know so that I can go through against all, the ups and downs. You have your ups, you have lots of downs.
Yeah.
But you have to be able to pick yourself up.
Especially in this business, for a woman, it can be a very tough business.
Yeah.
What kind of advice can you give somebody young who's forwarding in the business and they want to do something in the business, and how can they really? Because every time we come on there and talk to artists, I always talk about the PRS, and to do things and to do a lot of research so that they know what they're supposed to be, what they're supposed to do, not just from the singing side.
There's a lot to the business. And I think that it's really difficult to cover all the bases you on your own.
Hmm.
You need a good support group around you. So if it's family, it might be friends, it might be people that you know in the business or that you might meet in the business. One thing that I can say for me personally, observation. So I'd be in the room with all these musicians, and might not know everybody, but I'd be learning from everyone in the room. I'd be learning from everyone, everything that everyone's doing. I'm kind of sucking it all in. I'm like a sponge, sucking it all in.
Yeah, yeah.
So that when now I go to the next environment and they're not there, I can remember, Bobblers did do this,
So you call some big name, Bubblers.
Bobblers, my brethren.
You call some big name,
No, but the truth of the matter is, when you sit down in the rehearsal room with them, man, and you see how they work, and you see how they interact with the artists when they're trying to reproduce, and you see how they study music, yeah? Because if you're going to play back a Studio One classic or a Treasure Isle classic, you have to have good ears. You have to listen to what's going on in that thing and hear how they made that vibe, so that when you now go on the stage now to reproduce that, you can make it sound like that.
Yeah. So
That means you have to
lick the
study.
first few bar, everybody know the tune.
Can't take it for granted how much the man them study. They study. And when I see how they study, I know I have to study also.
Yes, that's a real thing. So you're talking all these the influences for young people. Study a lot. I always told them research, do as much research as you can. But
Study.
what you just said there's a great word. So but when
Yeah.
you're around good musicians and good artists,
Suck it all in, be the sponge.
yeah,
Be the
observe
sponge,
everything.
man.
'Cause that is research. That is research. That's experiencing it right there and then, isn't it?
Yeah.
You know. So,
Absolutely.
but like you said, the changes of being in the studio, whereas before you could have whole much musicians. No, you can go in a place and then only have the computer. And they might even have had musicians in there,
Yeah.
but no, you don't have everybody together.
No, you don't. But the thing about it is that it kind of like breaks down some more barriers again, because you might have, Sly and Robbie over in Jamaica or in America or somewhere, and then they'll send a rhythm track over to the UK, and the artist can voice it here, and then send it to Jamaica, and it can get mixed.
Yeah, or vice versa.
So it's all So it's all international. It's all international now.
Yeah.
You understand? It just kind of like links up everything. So instead of you have to get on a plane or you have to send this thing over there, it's a
Or
big
give
physical
it to
tape.
give it
you
to
have
a man
go
to
there.
carry it.
Yeah, you can carry it over. Trust a man, with your precious tape.
With your little baby.
You know. Now you're just sending like an MP3, by email, and then it comes back and it's got some split files, and you put it in the computer and it get mixed down, and it's good. I'm not going to fight against
I'm
technology.
not saying fight against it. I'm just saying
No,
that there's a
it's
different.
good.
I think,
We're
like
in
you
the
said, that when
21st
you went
century
in-
now.
Like I'm saying, when you went in there, like you said, when you used to go in the studio, you had all of those influences in there. So
Yeah,
if you had a
different.
a
It's
Fishbone and a Bubblers
But
or
then-
a Jerry Lyons or whoever.
To say that now, it's like it gone through a cycle again,
Mhm.
right? So it went from that where we were talking about, where there's like a group of men sit down in the studio together making some music, and then it went to the cycle where one man can sit down with a computer in the studio and make the rhythm.
Yeah.
But it's gone back to the cycle now where musicians are now collaborating again, even though you can do it differently. Say you can get your drum track, and then you can send it, and the bass man's over there, and you drop his bass line on it, and then you take it over there, and the keyboard man drops the thing. But you're still getting that same kind of like the input of the musicians and all of that.
Yes.
Music is a cycle. It goes around and it goes, and it comes and it goes and it comes and it goes around and it goes through all the things. And progress involves technology.
Yes. Sir.
Because one time you could only have like a 4-string bass, and now you got 5-string bass. You get some different, deeper note what you couldn't get before. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
So it's all the technology is all part of the game. We have to just make the most of all of it.
Yes, I'm gonna say yes. I fully agree, because even wrong here before to do a show. Like how much screen we have wrong here. Before you didn't have all those influences. Now what we can do on all these screens, then
Exactly.
we wouldn't going around the world to all the people being in
Exactly.
touch with us and
Exactly.
all the contact. We wouldn't be able to do it.
All right, well, let me put it to you like this. The first album was built in the way that we were talking about before, where you got all the different musicians. You know how long it took me to get that album together?
It's a whole different thing.
That was that was the Rough Cut album,
Yeah.
first one, No Apologies. That took 5 years.
It took 5 years just to get
5 years to get the finished
that.
product.
Because you have to get them in the same time.
You have to get
and-
everybody on that schedule to work together to get all the tracks,
Yeah,
however
yeah.
many tracks, 12 or whatever tracks it was.
Mm.
You see that album that you're listening to at the moment, Empress Lioness?
Mhm.
Tell me how long it took us to get that album together.
Well, depending on how quick you run, but you could have done that. How long did it take? 6 months?
10 months.
10 months? For those
10
to get it
months.
together?
10 months.
So this is a great disparity between the two, though.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Say,
Yeah.
I've got an idea, I want to do this project. Within a year, I
Yeah.
can have that project.
Yeah. 10
Done.
months.
And you can do it with a band, but you just have to.
If you're going to do it with a band, you're going to have to know that all of the band members are able to dedicate that continuous time to that project.
Yeah, and most of them can't because they're
From
all
start to
working on different
finish.
things.
Yeah. And you know, you can't fight that because man
No,
have to
of
go
course.
and they have to make their living and they've got their family and they've got their life and they've got and everybody's got to kind of like come together around all of that.
Yeah.
But when you can know you can just get up in the morning, switch on the computer, get your instruments out, think, okay, I'm gonna drop that drum track, then I'm gonna go and I'm gonna make myself some porridge and a cup of tea, and then I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna boost it up, and then I'm gonna drop a guide vocal on there, and then I can put the backing vocals down, and then I can go back and revoice it, and then I listen it to it at the end of the day now and see where we're at. Yeah.
Well, okay, because you've just took how to build a track, and you're into the technology actually of
Yeah.
physically, actually in the engineering yourself. You can
Yeah.
drop a track down. You can do all these things.
Yeah.
Some people can't.
Some people can't. But this is the benefit that I get from all the technology. But what I'm saying is that's because I've had the, I'm not even say the good fortune, I'm just going to say the blessings
They are blessing, though. Yes.
of being able to do that. But some people would have to have a group of people come together to do it. But what I'm saying is if you've got like-minded people, that you can then do that project in that same way. You might not be able to do it you one, but you would have to still coordinate. But it's possible because technology is there to do it. If you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it can be manifested in different ways.
It's a great song, for people. 'Cause, said people around the world, and there's people who want to do what you're doing. So when you get to talk to an artist that has done all these things and can tell somebody how to do it, some people want to do it, they have it in them, but just don't know how or even where to start.
Yeah.
You know, see? So that's
Yeah.
what you said. That's beautiful. 'Cause it really makes people to know.
It can be done.
Um,
It can be done.
yeah, it can be done. It's there. All right, let me play some more tune. 'Cause
Reasonings.
Yeah, the reasoning, but yo, let me play some more tune. The people that really. All right, this tune. What about the youth?
Oh, yeah. Okay.
We'll play something for the youth. Them.
The youths.
Again, the influence of this tune is for the youths. Them. How did you just?
Surrounded by lots of youths. Love them dearly.
yeah.
Mines and those of my people. You
Yeah, yeah.
understand? And I worry about the youths, them. Not just black youths, not white youths alone, not the China youths alone. The youths.
The
The youths of the
human family.
world. Yeah, the youths of the world. What are we passing on to our youths? What are we going to give to our youths? Regardless of what their race is, their religion, their creed, what are we passing on for the next generation?
Yeah,
and the
because
generation
because
after that?
like you said, whether it's war or religion, the youth them always seem to suffer.
They're the ones.
A youth and
that
a
have to
woman
pay the
suffer
price.
first before everybody else, and because like slavery are the biggest thing happening in the world still up to today, and the people that most get enslaved are women and youth. Even though we are talking about slavery and say yeah man and whatever, but still happening around the world today. That is the 90% of the thing. People will always take the vulnerable,
Yeah.
and so they can benefit through profit. So yeah man. What about the youths?
Yeah, man. Let's listen to that track and then
Listen,
reason some more.
yeah,
though.
for real.
Down in the ghetto, in this here concrete jungle, in this here concrete jungle. What about the youths? Their future, their tomorrow. What kind of life can they look forward to? This question I ask of you. So tell me now, what about the youths? The next generation. bubble, boiling up like a kettle. Down here in this concrete jungle. What about the youths? Their future, their tomorrow. What kind of life can they look forward to? This question I ask of you. So tell me now, what about the youths? The next generation. In all honesty, do you expect to be hearing them say thank you?
sounds of Barbara Naps. I love that tune. I'll tell you, I'll play some more. We're gonna see if Barbara Naps is live in the studio. Yeah, what? We've been talking so much. We're just playing some tune for you for make you know where I'm going.
Don't hold me back, you better let me go. 'Cause I'm up on my toes, and I'm ready to flow. I'm ready to flow. There's no other like my mama, sweet Africa home, the place where I belong, and it's calling me home. I'm ready to go. My mama's calling, Mama Africa's calling, my mama's calling, Mama Africa's calling. So a stranger came and took I away, and lead I far astray. But I've got to return home one day. I'm ready to flow. 'Cause there's no other like my mama, sweet Africa home, the place where I belong, and it's calling me home. I'm ready to go. My mama's calling, Mama Africa's calling, my mama's calling, Mama Africa's calling. I must break the chains, gotta make my escape. Through the lightning, through the rain, gotta make my getaway. Through the thunder, through the storm, I gotta keep moving on, gotta answer. Mama Africa's calling. Africa calling. My mama's calling. Mama Africa's calling. Mama calling. Mama Africa calling. Mama Mama Africa calling. Keep silence before me, O islands. Let the people renew their strength. Let them draw near, then let them speak. Let us come here together to judgment. Mama calling. Mama Africa
Yeah. The sweet sounds of Barbara Naps. It's Africa Calling. And before that, we had Sweet Ghetto Brother. What that tune? Those two tunes, they really sound soully on the album.
Yeah, different kind of vibrations.
So, I wrote this album though, you know,
Yeah.
if I listen to the lyrics, a good song, you're right.
Give thanks.
A good song, you're right. But the influences on them, like I was off where I was talking about the Sweet Soul Brothers. Sounds like one of them, you know, when like In Vogue done their thing and it had that multi-layered effect of all your BVs on there. You know, and it's got, and this tune as well, Africa Calling, got a very soulful vibe in it.
That one started off with the guitar. Just had the guitar lick. You remember we were talking earlier about different ways that you can get a vibration for a song. That one started off with just the guitar lick.
So one day we can get an acoustic of it.
Yeah, because that was the thing. I had like about 3 different mixes of that, because I was gonna do like just the guitars and the voices, and I thought no, because the drum and bass sound wicked. Yeah, I just thought gonna have to find a different way of kind of like releasing maybe some special edition parts of that track so that you can hear the different things that make it up.
Beautiful.
Thank
yeah,
you.
deserve
Thanks.
that. But now you make me want to hear the acoustic of it.
Mm.
You can give me a little acapella of it.
Don't hold me back. You better let me go. 'Cause I'm up on my toes. And I'm ready to flow. I'm ready to flow. There's no other like my mama, sweet Africa home, the place where I belong, and it's calling me home. I'm ready to go. My mama's calling. Mama Africa's calling. My mama's calling. Mama Africa's calling.
Yeah, you see, you get everything wrong here, you know. You see me, I say, yeah, Mama Africa is calling.
Mama Africa's
Yeah,
calling.
so, I gotta tell you now, a lot of the album, people know from listening to reggae music, a Rastafari, you
Yeah.
know, the thing. So, when I talk about Africa, a Latin away, and like, have you visited Africa?
I've been to Zimbabwe.
You went to Zimbabwe.
I went to Zimbabwe, yeah, quite some years ago. And the thing that struck me the most was like when you kind of look, you know, you're standing out on like, it's quite flat. Zimbabwe's quite flat. And when you look, it's like the land just goes on forever. You know, you're looking into the distance, but the horizon is just land, you know. And everywhere, every direction you turn in is just land.
Because you know, like I think a lot of people don't understand about Africa. If you've never been to Africa, 'cause we're far from a little island, it's lovely.
Yeah.
You know, see,
Yeah.
and everything you want to get in any of the islands there.
Yeah.
I've been to a few of the
Some
islands.
beautiful little islands,
Yeah,
right?
big up Grenada, family, I'm assuming.
Yeah, man, they're all beautiful.
All of the family, them, you know what I mean? Like the tuning, big up Mr. T, yeah, down in TNT, can tell me, yo, shout him. So Mr. Tools, big up yourself, straight, yeah, Barbara Naps.
Big up, scene. Yeah. Respect.
But so when you come and if you're from if you grew up in London or you're born in London and went home to one of the islands, it was the most beautiful thing you've ever
Yeah,
done.
yeah.
But when you go to Africa, you see why when they start talking about land.
It's just huge. I mean, I'm talking about Zimbabwe. And you know, Zimbabwe. If you look at a map of Africa, Zimbabwe is just like a small segment of the larger continent. Yeah. But when you're actually standing on that piece of land and you're looking around and you're thinking, every direction I'm looking at is just land into the distance, yeah? And this is just this small segment of Africa. Africa is huge.
Yeah, huge place. That's the first thing that hits you.
Yeah,
you know, it's
Africa is
huge.
gigantic.
And got so many different, you know, from desert to water to
Yeah. And the land,
jungle.
that soil, yeah?
Mhm.
I'll never forget it, how red it was. Red. Like Jesus jumper. Red
sand.
soil, yeah.
Because they call that the breadbasket of Africa, right?
Yeah,
Zimbabwe.
the
'Cause
soil, man.
It grows produce like nothing else.
Yeah, man, when you look at the soil, you know something can grow out of that. Out of nothing, you can grow something. That soil, I've never seen anything like it.
Oh, what? So when you make Africa calling and all those memories.
You know when I was saying to you, like, you know, when certain tunes just carry away, that was like, every time I was playing that guitar, I could just like feel myself like I'm on a plane, you know?
I'm getting ready.
Yeah, I could feel myself getting sucked in. I'm going to somewhere on the African continent. I don't know where it is, you know?
So hold on. When you went to Zimbabwe, was you performing there?
Yeah, I was performing. I went with King Sounds.
Oh, what? Yeah,
another one of my long-time bridging them.
Oh, what?
Yeah, so I was lucky enough to go over there, blessed to be able to go over there and get my first experience of Africa, but I haven't had enough experience of Africa. So I would love to see more of it.
So any of them big promoters.
So any of them big promoters
any
out
serious
there.
promoter there, you know, see? The lioness here, you know.
Well, when I return to the jungle.
So, ready for work, you know. Bring a guitar, she ready. Everything's good. You know what I mean? I say, so you would love to go to Africa.
Yeah, I'd love to
some
see
different
more
parts of
of
Africa.
it. Yeah,
do some work
'cause,
out in Africa.
You know, so all the different
You see,
parts.
cause a lot of times that's what I'm saying. People make tunes, and it's a heart desire. But you actually been going to Africa and then making the tune, so you know we are sing boy.
Yeah.
And right, yeah. So
It's
you
a cool, you know,
anybody-
it's a cool, like, need to see more of it. Need to experience more of it.
What a beautiful track. So, okay. All these journeys that you've traveled, all these places that you've been. Where would you love to go that you haven't been as yet and performed there?
Bahamas.
The Bahamas.
Yeah. Yeah.
In the Bahamas. Go
Yeah,
there and
so that's somewhere where I've always wanted to go. There were two places that I always wanted to go besides Africa was Bahamas and Japan.
Okay,
And
yeah.
Japan I've been to a few times and I love that place. It's really, really nice. People are
Oh,
lovely.
pick up far with Japanese. fam. Got
Japanese
go and
people
push
are
you in the
lovely.
Bahamas.
Trust me, I don't stop raving about that place because I love the place.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful, beautiful set of islands. You know, when you look at the surroundings and the landscape, it's a really, really beautiful environment.
So one of your major places apart from Africa, 'cause we already talked about Africa, but
Yeah.
Bahamas and Japan. So you've been to Japan. You've
I've
done
been to
the-
Japan a
you've
few
done the-
times.
You've
Yeah,
done the Japan
yeah,
route.
love that. No, I love that place.
Yeah.
So that's a tick, definite tick. So Bahamas now is another place that I want to see because I know there's all these different places around the globe. It's really beautiful to behold. Yeah, like the West Indies, all these different West Indian islands, they all have their own little thing about them. And then Japan surprised me. 'Cause,
He's a surprising place.
I didn't know
He's
it
a
was
surpri-
so
he's a very-
stunning.
Yeah, he's a
Lovely.
surprising, and even if you go to Tokyo, how clean everything is and how
clean.
ordered everybody is.
It's clean.
It's,
People have got their thing down.
yeah,
They're not
it can throw you
ramping.
off a bit, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's nice. It's nice, lovely.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
so the Bahamas. All
Bahamas.
right then, and all these people, your King's Sons and all the people who you haven't worked with that you would love to work with.
I've never thought about that. No one's ever asked me that question.
See, real people get
Who would I like to work with that
them,
I've never worked with?
Yeah, think about that one. All right, we're gonna play another tune.
Yeah, let me think about that one.
See,
That's
I've
really deep one.
given us something to really think about. You see me, I say. So you have to think deep about that one there. All right, we're gonna play the title track of the album. Empress Lioness. Cause I have to give you some of that before we left out here, to make you know where I'm going. All right, then people, we'll play two more tune and then we'll Miss Nuts will forward in and tell you who it is that she feels so yes she would have really loved for work because she worked with too much people already. All right.
I am a woman coming from the rib of a lion. I am an empress, but I am a lioness. I feel to roar sometimes and use my claws sometimes. I am an empress, but I am a lioness. I feel to roar sometimes and use my claws sometimes. Make no mistake, I am a woman. Above all else, I am a woman. I have to be strong, though sometimes too
Yeah, Mr. Ice, look up the pick of the straight out of Jamaica. We say represent realmusicfm.com.
I am an empress, but I am a lioness. I feel to roar sometimes and use my claws sometimes. I It's the roots music. Oh, roots music. It's the roots, yeah. Roots music is a power, bringing joy and hope. It's a teacher spreading word and sound around the globe. It's a force touching hearts and souls. No matter who or where you are, young or old. When you feel the rhythm, it's your African roots. When you feel the drum beat, it's your African roots. When you feel the bass line, it's your African roots. When you got to move your body, it's your African roots. Feel it moving on the inside, flowing through your veins, it's your bloodline. When you feel the rhythm, it's your African roots. When you feel the drum beat, it's your African roots. When you feel the bass line, it's your African roots. When you got to move your body, it's your African roots. Roots music knows no color, it sees no skin. It doesn't care what religion you believe in. Roots music knows no race, no gender, no creed. It's all about love, happiness, and peace. Roots music is the roots. Oh, roots music. Roots music is the roots. Feel it moving on the inside, flowing through your veins, it's your bloodline. When you feel the rhythm, it's your African roots. When you feel the drum beat, it's your African roots. When you feel the bass line, it's your African roots. When you got to move your body, it's your African roots. Music is the heartbeat that never stops. It's the force that moves the people when the bass line drops. It can communicate in every tongue. The whole world is Africa, so sing along. When you feel the rhythm, it's your African roots. When you feel the drum beat, it's your African roots. When you feel the bass line, it's your African roots. When you got to move your body, it's your African roots. Music is the roots. Oh, roots music. Music is the It's your African roots. It's your African roots. It's your African roots. African roots.
Yes. Oh, it's such a pleasure to have Barbara Naps here.
It's nice to be here, man.
You
I'm
know.
enjoying myself. This is fun.
I'm so glad you're here. I'm so glad you're full giant still. You know what I mean? Yeah. So we played the because you played the Empress Lioness.
Yeah,
And you made that the title track
yeah.
of the album. Because you could have made it any other one, but
Yeah.
what made you influence your Empress Lioness?
I thought it would look good on the cover still.
That's
And plus, it
always
was
good.
like, I think it kind of like described the mentality, the thought process behind the album. It was
The
like the
mindset.
militant side of Barbara Naps.
Oh, well, because
Yeah.
I was asking, I was saying to you, why was it so long from the first album? We're
Yeah.
not gonna say how long, but
Yeah.
it was a gap.
There was a good gap, a
Gap from-
considerable gap
A gap from one album to the
to the
next.
next. It's a long one.
You're not gonna do that again. You're not gonna.
No, I'm not intending to leave it that long at all. No.
Because people might think it's because you're a maverick. You know, I'm kind of maverick diva there.
Maverick.
Yeah, man, just leave it for 10 years. And
Oh yeah.
everybody want to know what me I can do.
No, it wasn't at all. Trust me, no Maverick wasn't in there. It was outside of my control, and then I took it into my control, and then the album happened. So that was good.
Yeah. So from the first album to the second album, there's a gap, a considerable gap. But now you're in a road. You're in a road. So
yeah, I think it's like you said. There was a growth process in between the two albums as well. So that was the first album, No Apologies, and that was like
people can still get that though.
I don't even think there's any in print.
That's
sold out.
Who done the production?
That was a Rough Cut production.
It was Rough Cut.
Yeah.
Done that.
Yeah.
Oh,
That never got a repress, and I don't even think it's on iTunes or any of the downloads either. I'll speak to them actually and see if we can sort something out.
Because now you have this album. Now people want to be interested in what you've done before.
Yeah.
You
And
know
I do want there to be like, because you think, what kind of legacy am I going to leave behind when Jack called me home?
Yeah,
I want there to be like something that people can say, yeah, Barbara did put down some good work still. That's what I want. I want, like when you see those movies and they're way in the future and you've got them playing a little one CD. I want mine if it was one of my CDs there still, like how they'd play a Bob Marley or something. They might
like
draw
that,
for a Barbara Naps one at a time there.
Barbara Naps, Barbara Naps,
Yeah,
for real.
I love that.
That is a real good thing what you said. Yes, you are going to have to talk to the powers that be.
Yeah,
to
I'm
find
going
out.
to talk to the man and find out what we can do about that album there. Yeah.
Yes, because it's worth having those, like I say, discommentary.
Yeah.
So you're of the team.
Discommentary, I like that word. Did you make that up? Did you just
I do it all the time.
Discommentary, yeah.
When I can't think what to say, I just say what to say.
It's a good word.
Yeah, so people have to know what the influences of what you're saying, because like I said, you're giving people just a little tiny piece of your story, and it's already a mountain. So they have to know you have a mountain reach, just one.
It's a mountain, but that mountain, I intend for that mountain to grow even more before I'm done with it. Still.
So are you working on the?
I started working
on
the
next
next
one. You're not going to leave it so long this time.
No, not leaving it so long this time. I've got too much to say. I can't wait so long. So yeah, I've already started to get that down. Yeah. So yeah.
So
starting to map it out.
So we're looking in the next 10 months we will have another.
Yeah. I should say by the end of 2015, the next album should be ready to go.
So remember you have to forward in, yeah.
Absolutely. Absolutely, man. Without fail.
You know what I say?
Without fail.
Because if people want to get a hold of you, if they want to say, I know you're working on your own thing, but if they want you to do some works, or they want to get contact you to do some shows, no joke thing. If you want to do some show, it's alright. How can they contact you?
They can contact me with the website www.barbaranaps.com. They can get me on Facebook, Barbara Naps Official, and they can get me on Twitter at Barbara Naps. So there's lots of ways to get hold of me.
So from all the social networks,
all the social networks, you can find me on them.
Get you on
LinkedIn,
on
Barbara Naps, yeah.
They can do all those things.
All those things you can get hold of me.
Message,
drop me an email. It's all possible.
All of that is possible.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And and what you're gonna find out about the other album, so don't worry about them.
Yeah.
And when you tune into what she's doing, then you see. Yeah, so go there and do it some love.
Yeah.
All right. Have you done some videos for the album?
We're doing videos at the moment.
So
that's in the pipeline, yay.
See, all these things we have to ask.
Yeah.
So you're doing it because I can't wait to see some of the videos.
Yeah, we're gonna make them
some
interesting.
Of the subject matter you have
there. We've got to make them kind of like
Yeah, some nice, some nice
because we're not
there.
gonna be dealing with no run in the mill thing. It's got to be something that's kind of like slightly different.
The creative.
Yes. I'm looking forward to it. The video thing, that should be fun.
Okay, before we play the last two tunes, I did ask you a question.
You did. You asked me a question. I didn't have an answer. It's like, what? You made me speechless.
For the first time, you see what I mean? Yeah. I thought I'm listening to the previous. What happened there?
And then, all right then, so remind the people what the question was.
So what the question was, because she's worked with a whole heap of people. We're talking about Vivian Jones, King Sounds, a whole heap of great musicians and artists. So I said, okay, what my question was, who would you like to work with that you haven't as yet worked with?
Yeah, and then I started writing like a wish list.
I should have one now,
So the first one that sprang to mind was Sizzla Kalonji. Yeah, that would be a really kind of that would be cool. Yeah. And then I thought Damian Marley.
Yeah. at least that is a
Wow.
great list there.
Yeah.
Really.
Yeah, and then I thought Queen Africa.
Oh right, yeah, yeah.
So
Yeah, I
those
do
three
know.
are like the top of my wish list. Yeah.
Everything.
Buju
boy.
Banton when them free 'em up. Yeah, that would be nice.
Buju B, my brother,
Yeah,
little
big
brother.
voice. Yeah.
Little brother, Buju
Yeah.
B. So, wait, the next album sounds like it's gonna be really good.
Boy, I'm
It
looking
sounds like
forward
some
to
collaboration
let's see what could
go
happen.
on,
You
'cause
know.
those three, the three that you name, the fourth one, well, we don't know what will happen, but
Yeah.
you never know.
You
Once
never
it's
know.
great.
You never know.
But those three is all possible, isn't
It
it?
would be nice. It would be so nice.
It
You know,
is-
we
it
have
is-
our dreams, and you know, you can hope and work towards, and never know what can happen.
Well, as far as I know, them three things can definitely happen. I believe so. You know.
Very good.
So this album, we remind you again, is called Empress Lioness.
Yeah.
It's out there. It's out there
It's
on
out
all
there.
formats, right?
Yeah. Except for it's not on vinyl. The album's not on vinyl. We've got the 10-inch. For
Ten-
those people who like dub, we've got the 10-inch with Children of the Most High and a dub, and Mr. Big Banker and a dub.
All right. So it's Children of the Most High.
Mm.
And management. I said something else. Which
Yeah,
other one?
they got
Oh,
different
so-
mixes. Yeah, and then they've got the dubs with them. So you know,
So-
if you
so-
want to hear a
Cause
dub, of
them
it-
know, because usually this is my vinyl day, this is my Wednesday, they call it.
Oh,
But because we got
see.
Barbara and I said,
Mm.
yeah, we're gonna have the interview, so usually I'll play vinyl on this day. I'll
Yeah.
sing good next time. We just play
Yeah.
vinyl, so
we've got to make sure that you've got a copy of that vinyl so you can drop that. Because when you hear them dubs, it's
Of
like
course.
what?
You know,
Yeah,
of course.
yeah.
So but people are talking about vinyl, and they said this year, vinyl is sold more than it has since 2007.
Vinyl is coming back into popularity.
And I
People
always
are
talk
loving
about on
it.
this show because they know me love a vinyl. Although I have all formats, you know, I don't run
Something
down
about vinyl, innit?
don't run down any format, but certain time you need a vinyl
Vinyl, man.
if you're really gonna do the thing.
Mm,
So Children of the Most High is on the vinyl.
yeah. And Mr. Big
With-
Banker,
with
yeah.
some dub
It's a
time.
double A side, basically.
And Mr. Big Banger.
Yeah, with two deadly dubs.
All right, and but the album is on hard
It's
copy
on
CD.
CD, yeah, and that's on download as well. You can get that on iTunes, on Amazon, and or various other sites as well.
You know, any reputable
Yes.
site you can get them thing there.
Yeah.
And if not, you just go to www.barbaranaps.com.
BarbaraNaps.com. Yeah, let us know and we'll get it to you.
You see what I'm
Trust me,
saying? Anyway,
yeah.
you're there. If you can't get
Yeah.
it, you know, talk to the lioness herself. You hear it from the
Yeah.
lioness mouth herself.
Yeah.
So you don't know, say, I don't lie where I talk.
I
See?
just had a vision of the lioness with the seed in our mouth.
Running down
I
to the
run
post
through the
office.
jungle to bring it calm. Yeah.
So you can get those. If you have a problem,
Just
don't
let
worry.
us know.
Management dip on the thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you have the different mixes. And all my vinyl people, cause I know.
Yeah. All the vinyl
especially
people.
I'm a Japanese links.
Wherever you are,
they
if
just
you
play
want to
vinyl.
purchase a copy of this vinyl 10-inch, trust me, it's wicked.
All right.
Just let us know. Just contact us on barbaraNaps.com or on Facebook or on Twitter, and we'll get it to you. Trust me.
So it's simple like that.
Yeah.
Yes,
When I make
yeah,
nothing
yeah.
stop with.
Yeah. Okay. So, because boy, I know. Well, we've been here for a little while.
We have.
recently.
It's been good.
It's been so good having you in the studio. Listen, I thought actually to forward once for you.
I will happily. Just let me know when you want
know?
me to come through.
Yeah, and like I say to everybody, go and get this album. Seriously, it's not just me as I said, because you're sitting there. They know if they listen to me every Strong, they know that we really rate that album. you know.
Oh, good. Lovely.
Really, it's a
I'm
really-
glad. It makes
it's a
the work
fantastic
feel like
album.
it's worthwhile when people say that they like their music, that they enjoy it. It makes it worthwhile. Definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And our kind of style is on it, although it's a very strong message.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
It's
for
all
the
about the
times-
message.
And for the times, so you said you took 10 months to write this. For the times of things that's been happening, it's like a futuristic thing because lots of things are happening. They're all on this album.
Yeah. I think you can see the cycle of things, what's happening and where it's leading to as well. You know, I think if you're really paying attention to what's going on, you can see where it's heading. So, you know, you have to bring up certain subject matter and throw your mind into places where you might not even normally consider, you know, start thinking about things from a point of view. Try and get into the next man's boots, you know, like the Sweet Get a Brother or the Youths, you know, so that you can talk from a different angle than just your own, you know?
For real. All right. For the people, I'm really sorry to even wrap up this interview. But all right, I'm gonna ask you to do one more thing. I'm gonna ask you to sing a verse and the chorus of "Sweet Get a Brother."
Okay. Let's see if I can remember the lyrics. Although he's strong, he doesn't throw his weight around. He's got style and he's got class. He's talented and he's heaven blessed. He's got a smile that's bright like the sun, and eyes so deep just like the ocean. He's so beautiful and extra special, sweet ghetto brother man. For you I wanna give thanks. There is nothing better than my sweet ghetto brother man.
Real music, you don't know. All right, Barbara, it's been so fantastic having you here.
Thank you for having me,
Right,
man.
and I've really had fun. I've really
Me
had
too.
such fun.
Seriously, I
but
haven't
see-
stopped grinning since
Yeah,
I've been
yeah.
here.
If you if anybody wants to see it again or listen to it again, we'll have them up on the podcast as usual and on our webcast. You see me and Barbara being like twins. We're having a
Grinning competition,
competition.
yeah, for real.
You know what I say?
See.
Thank you all for your support. Thank you, Father Steve. Pick up yourself. Ebony JR, with Oxford family. What was I supposed to? Ada, love to you, love to you, Melbourne. I know you're in. I know some one of the people them in Ireland. What was it? I was like, Emily over there in Greece. Pick up Emily for me.
Big up Emily, big up yourself.
Big up
Enough
Cheryl for me,
respect.
Cheryl,
And Cheryl, one love.
And another fan because I want you to say chocolate flavors. Enough love to you, chocolate flavors. Chocolate flavors.
Chocolate flavour.
Chocolate flavors is the person that does our site, so she puts all your things up on
Oh,
our site.
she's been doing all that hard
Yeah,
work.
she's the one who does it.
Respect to you, chocolate flavour. Big up every time, see?
See what I said?
Yeah,
So
man, respect.
And blessed love to management and for getting us here and you know all those things in this season. In this season,
Yeah.
we give enough respect and enough love. Blessed love goes out to you, Mikey Robin Hood Productions, you and the family. I'm gonna tell you, big up yourself straight. All right, we're gonna leave out with Mr. Banker. Let's try and squeeze in the next one before it's make you know what I go on. Yeah, so blessed love to you all. We want to see you next. We'll see what's the day. What's the day? What's the day?
Today's the 24th.
Today's
But
Wednesday.
going to
Today's
20
Wednesday. Today's a Wednesday.
Is it 25th yet? Yeah, it's 25th now.
Okay, all right. So I'm gonna leave you with this one. I'm gonna say blessed love. See you Friday. Talk some more about you. So we'll be bouncing around the town. Thank you to Miss Barbara.
Thank you for
Nabs,
having me.
Sister
Thank you
Barbara
all for
Nabs.
listening.
And yes, it's been fantastic. I'm telling you. All right, blessed love to you one and all. Love you and keep smiling. Remember, say it's catching. All right.